today I'm down the allotment. I'm going to be finishing off the video from yesterday with my rotivator. I'm going to give it a go, but first of all I need to just rake up a few bits because there's an oak tree like hangs over my plot, so I've just got to go and quickly rake that and then I'll set up my rotivator. Let's just give these a bit of a rake up. Oh, there's a few bits of grass grown again. Okay, so I've got my rotivator, and as I said yesterday, I had to get an extension adapter for it because I've got the Bosch batteries, and this is the one that fits the Einhell. Just plug the battery in till it clicks. On here is a 1, 2, 6, which is the speed. So 1 obviously being the slowest and 6 being fast, which obviously then is going to drain a lot more from your battery. So I'm going to just try it on number 2 for now, as I've not used it before. It does state in the manual to hold onto this handle bit tightly. Don't turn it on in mid-air. You have the rotivator on the ground before you start it, and you gently go up and down in rows. So I'm just going to give it a go to see how it works first before I start doing up and down in rows. So off we go. It's just basically just to turn the soil over. That seems to be doing the job. Obviously once I get used to it I can turn the speed up, but yeah, so that seems to be okay. Obviously I don't know how long the battery's going to last, but don't lift it up before you turn it off. You turn it off before you lift it up as well to continue with the next row. So let's go. I actually might try and speed up a little bit higher. Try it on a number 3 and see what happens. Obviously I don't need to be going right to the edge because I'm not going to be planting anything on the edge, it's just mainly in the middle. But that seems to be there. Quite impressed with that. So now I just need to sort this bed out, but I'm well impressed. Okay, so now I'm going to get my chicken pellet manure, because obviously that's working really nice, and I'm going to scatter my chicken pellet over, rotivate it, and then give it a rake. So that bed's then going to be ready for moving my Brassica cage onto there, but I'm going to have to put some membrane down first, so for my to stop the weeds coming through for when I've got my Brassicas in. But that I'll show you that at a later date. But yeah, the main bit is to move this frame. So yeah, off we go. Okay. So I've got the chicken pellet manure. I keep a jug and then I just scatter it over. I use chicken pellet manure in the pellet form because rather than proper manure, because I find it easier for me. I don't have to dig it in, so I just find this a lot easier, and all you do is just scatter it on like so, and it just saves a lot of that digging. And now that I've got my rotavator, it'll be a lot easier to dig this in and rake this in. So you don't need a lot, I just sprinkle it over, because it's going to get wet and then it's going to help feed the soil. So, as I say, just a light scattering. I like to do this normally at the end of January, beginning of February, so I'm a few weeks late. But the weather's been so rubbish with the rain, so I'm a little bit behind. So I'm just trying to catch up now. And I can't really move that frame on my own, especially it's a bit windy down here today, so it needs two pairs of hands. So luckily enough, my husband's down here with me today to help. Right, just enough in that one. Right, okay, let's get the rotavator. So this is actually digging in the chicken pellet manure. I might get my husband to carry on with this while I then rake it, so that saves the job. Yeah, I'm well impressed for that. So I don't know how long the battery's going to last, but I do have another one, even if I just get this bed done today, motivated. So it shouldn't take long. Well, as you can see, it's done all of this bed, which is quite a big bed, and the battery is still lasting. I wouldn't really say it's a rotavator, because it's only going down about 2 inches. I'd say it's more of a tiller or an electric hoe, but it's perfect for what I need it for. I've scattered the chicken pellet over and I'm raking it, and now that chicken pellet manure is going to seep into the soil to feed it, rather than just laying on the top and trying to rake it in. So it's literally, and it's so much easier to rake as well, because the soil on top is so much nicer. So yeah, I'm pleased with it. As I say, it's not a rotavator, so I would definitely say it's more of an electric hoe or a small tiller. But as I say, it's doing the job for what I want it for. And that literally just took about 10 minutes to do this bed. So yeah, I'm well impressed with it. I'll just crack on and carry on raking this, and then I can put my membrane down, and then we've got to move that frame. Okay, so I'm laying the membrane down, but I'm putting it over a little bit so that when my frame comes in, it's hopefully stop the weeds going into my frame. So I'm just going to stick a few pegs in to hold it in place. I don't need many because the frame's going to be holding a lot of it down. That's just to stop the wind from blowing it. So I'm just going to, as I say, put a couple in as I'm going along, just so that when the frame's going to be inside this, so, and then the frame I'm going to be pegging down as well. So I'm just going to crack on with this. Should have cut it first, I think. It's nearly done. I just need a couple more pegs. I think I'm going to have to move this. I need one in there. Well, that's that bed done. As you can see, I've left some bits up at the side. So when I put my frame on there, hopefully it'll stop the weeds actually getting into the frame. So now I just need to unscrew all the hinges or the hooks on the frame, move it over and then screw it back into place. The reason why I put the membrane back down again is because I will make some holes in it like I did that side, so that when I've got my brassicas ready, I can just plant them in the holes. I know that's a mess at the moment, that one, but I've not done anything to that one yet. And then it stops a lot of the weeds coming through, so it saves me a lot of time weeding. So it's only coming through the holes now, really. So yeah, they're all evenly spaced out. So I'll do the same this side. So I'm going to go and have a drink now. The next job I'm doing is I'm going to unscrew all the hooks that's holding my frame so it doesn't fly away in the wind, and take up the pegs that's holding the netting. So I'll probably do the pegs first and then unscrew it. So I'm going to crack on. So I'm going to start with the pegs. The netting down. And try and get the weeds up as well as I'm going. So the frame's moved now, didn't take too long, and now I'm just screwing my hooks back in to hold it down in place. Obviously this bed's a bit wider than that bed, so I'm going to have to sort of try and make a little bit of a barrier, a border there, if my wood will hold it in there. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on holding this down. So the frame's all up now and screwed in, ready for this year. Just got to make the holes obviously when the brassicas and that are ready. I haven't even started sewing them yet. So I'm just going to lift this membrane, fold it up for when I need to do my brassicas this year, another year, because the holes are already made. And I'll just fold it up. So then I've got the membrane for that. Then I've also got a cover for it as well for the next year after my potatoes are done. So I like to have a cover and the holes for the brassicas. So I'm just weeding. I'm going to lift this membrane up, fold it up and put it to one side for a couple of years time, and then I'm going to just lay some chicken pellet manure down, and then I'll come down another day and rotivate it or hoe it with my electric hoe. So because time's getting on now, it's 20 to 2, so I think I've done quite a bit today. So yeah, if it's like this tomorrow, I might pop down tomorrow after work. So yeah, so I'm going to crack on with this. So this bed's been done now, rotivated or hoed and raked, and I'm just doing a few little repair jobs with these bits of edging on the wood where it's come apart. So I'm just going to screw these back in. Right, that's it then for today. And you might have to put your foot in there. So I hope you've enjoyed watching, and hope you've enjoyed the watching the rotivator or tiller come electric hoe. And so thanks for watching.